Hey, how you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host for this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Deep. So I'm going to get into this reading, and I just want to let you guys know that I will be giving out the free private and personal readings again soon. I know some of you guys are looking forward to them. So I am going to let you guys know when I will be giving them out. I just want to say Happy New Year to all of you. We are now in 2025. So Happy New Year to all of you guys. This is a Chinese New Year reading. It is the year of the snake. We have just come out of the year of the dragon. And I am going to give you a reading in regards to what's going to happen over the next few months in regards to the year of the snake. Okay. Furthermore, I'm going to do the reading for the whole year anyway, month by month. I'm going to give you a reading month by month. Look out for another video where I may be giving a reading for the year in regards to the different zodiac signs, as well as the different Chinese signs that you have in your birth chart. Okay, but this one is just for the year of the snake. Everybody is invited to come and listen in, as it will resonate with everybody. As you know, each year has its own meaning in regards to Chinese zodiac and what animal represents the whole entire year. For the year, like I just said, we've just come out of the year of the dragon, so this year is the year of the snake. So I'm going to move on to dishing out this reading for you, and I hope you guys enjoy it, or I hope you guys have a happy new year, and I hope you guys gain clarity or whatever it is that you need to know to help you along your journey, even if that is to protect yourself, to make sure you're not hindering your blessings, or making sure that you can stop other people from hindering your blessings as well, and also protect yourself from negative energy as well. Okay, so let's get into this reading. Please like, comment and subscribe to this channel. Press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also check your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs, and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings in this channel. Take what you like and leave the rest. So let's get into this. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this month, which is the month of January. Okay, what's going on for this month overall in the month of January in the zodiac sign of Capricorn, but at the same time the year is of the snake, and this is a collective reading for everyone. So what's going on for January? What's going on for January this year, Spirit? Okay, so someone doesn't want to get involved with someone here. Okay. I do see that you could be, in the past, there could have been some type of stability here, which, balanced things out. There was some truths here as well, but someone wanted to shut those things down. Okay. Someone didn't want to be honest with you when it came to inviting you into personal information or even private affairs. Okay. It does say that people wanted to know that they could continue to bruise you or keep secrets upon you, and didn't want you to know very much about your love life or your sexuality or your problem solving. It does say blessings can come in the next 2 weeks to a month. This month is not the greatest, but it will open you up to your mind about things that you want to know. It does say you can continue to be who you are and not speak about it, but I want to know if I can save the world for you. Okay, that could be God, or it could be somebody in life. Okay, good or bad. Okay, that all right. It does say there's something stable here, which is true, but it also says you could have libertied on something as well and may need to shut it down, or maybe you just know how to speak in a very good way to support your mind, telling yourself off instead of telling someone else off. Possibly no one wants to know that you're always communicating with nine-mindedness or scarceness, and that's why I said I don't want to know you. I realize you shouldn't be picked on so much. So someone here as well could have been picking on you way too much. You know, this is for the collective. All right, so this could have been in the past where someone could have been picking on you way too much. Maybe the past year or the previous years, there could have been a lot of pick on energy where someone was just picking on you way too much. Okay, you could have been dealing with an earth sign, you could have been dealing with a Libra, you could be dealing with any air sign here, any earth sign here, a water sign man, and we've got more earth again. Okay, you could have been dealing with legalities, the justice system, the schooling, work. It does say many different things could come to pass in regards to how you see things, but you also need to know that you are brilliant in the mind, and you seduced your mind back into problem solving or protecting your mind. You didn't have to say as much as you did, but you warned yourself you needed to pray off something or take care of your mind in some way. Okay. It does say things could be balanced out, as the true meaning of love has not been worked on. And it does say many times over, spirit is trying to war with you to answer certain questions that you may have inside yourself about love, and may want to work with you this year about it. It does say you have to have brilliance in your mind to protect your mind against evil, but you have to warn your mind to make good karma come to you and love yourself. You did it. It says you didn't have to, but you warned me. I didn't have to speak about anything I didn't want to speak about. I just changed my mind and made sure I didn't go away in my mind to think about bad news. Okay, so you could have helped someone do this, or spirit is telling you that you've done this. Okay, spirit's trying to give you that information esoterically. All right, so let's see what else is going on for the month of January. It looks like a lot of working on feelings and emotions. Okay. It does say you have brilliance in your mind, but wouldn't want to hear that I am tidying up my mind. I wouldn't want to talk to you. So you may have someone that doesn't want to talk to you. Okay. And this person is jealous of you or feels like you have brilliance in your mind, but may not want to talk to you. Okay. Or it could be vice versa. All right. Take it as it resonates. Okay. It does say that you have to begin to believe that you have adultery lessons in your brain. As you come through the life of Christ, you are beginning to say that you don't have problems. Okay, someone could be holding on to folklore or information, some type of words here. I do see someone holding on to some information here, or some type of folklore, or doesn't know how to pretend that they have good karma or even good grief in their mind to support themselves. Okay, it's like the person wants you to have grief though. So just be careful of negative spirits or negative people that want you to have grief, like telling you what to do, telling you how to rule your life, you know, when they don't have good energy to give. And I'm hearing that there's a group of people that want to come back and torment you. So be careful of that, okay? These people are not at work right now, but they will want to. And it does say 1 or 2 are single or not in a relationship and don't know how to support you, and really need to support themselves because they're trying to warn themselves not to provoke anyone while they're trying to work on who they are as individuals, as this may trigger them to have deep, meaningful love-making skills in their mind and not in their reality, as time has come for them to feel bothered about sex and feeling sexual and very much so horny and can't get enough sex from anyone. Okay, so certain people could be incubus and succubus spirits, or people that just really love sex, okay, but they can't get it at this time. And because they're focused on you too much, you know, maybe people that they just pick on, you know, everyday people that they just pick on, they can't even focus on the things that they want, which is sex. Okay, that could be sex in a relationship or outside of a relationship. just take it as it resonates. It does say marrying someone is never going to be your mindset. And it does say some of you don't want to know that you're marrying someone, but ideally you may want to marry someone. And some of you guys will marry someone, but you won't have totem pole, which is something that I said I want. I want a totem pole. I want to see that you want it too. There could be an air sign female that wants totem pole. Okay. She wants you to have it too, which is the icebreaker and the beginning of something sexual. She wants you to be in love with a man without knowing that you can have sexual intercourse, or sexual intercourse without the man. Okay, it's like someone's forcing you to have what they want instead of what you want, which is, okay, I'm gonna be celibate, all right, and I'm not gonna have sex at all, or I'm gonna have sex but I'm not gonna have the man. He's not really gonna be mine. And it's like, it's hard for some of you guys to even admit that to yourself, because for some of you guys, you do know that you're in a relationship in your mind, and in reality you may not be, because of the way the other person might be treating you. And then some of you can be pretty aware of that. You're in a relationship with the person doesn't want to have a relationship, and you've seen the person pretending with you. Okay, so, and then there's a spirit that is also holding on to that energy. Air energy is there. It does say the woman doesn't want me to bring in my mind about it. I don't want to hear it. I've got clean ideas about who I am. I am demons. Okay, so we've got devil ruling over this situation as well. We have the earth sign here. It does say that the demons are working together to make sure that bad news comes. Overall, God is protecting you, and it does say spirit wants you to have challenges, but it also wants you to have love making and sex, and very much so a good mind of your own to say, I have a partner. It doesn't want you to have bad news, and you knew this when you loved yourself and made sure you took care of your mind, your family, and attributes that you own. It does say you pretend at times to not have sex, or you do at times have sex, but you don't want to moan about it. You just get on with it. But you do love your mind and your personality, and you love a man who's going to give you more time to think about it, or a woman that doesn't want to know that you have good karma. It does say you bless yourself way too much, and maybe I wouldn't want to know you. Okay, this is a water sign man here that could be very jealous of you. If not, it's someone that's holding back their feelings. It could be any star sign here. And it does say marrying you is going to be easy, but it's not going to be easy if you want the things that I want, says the water sign woman, or the woman that has feelings. It does say she knows who she is, and she doesn't want to know that you have good karma. At times she will bless herself with good news, but she doesn't know how to give herself that. It does say some of you guys are mimicking this energy, even if you're an earth sign, a water sign, a fire sign, or an air sign. Others of you don't know how to give yourself blessed news, and some of you do. Okay, some of you do, so remember that. Right, let's see what's going on. Anything else that that's going on in the month of January? Anything to watch out for? It does say spirits want to compute a demon spirit to push into minds, or even communicate with the dead, or maybe even push them into the mind of a game. It does say blessings can come when you ignore this energy, and blessings can really come when you drive yourself into the mind of your own and give yourself that, because no one's saying it's set in stone, but trouble is there all over. At this time, people want to try you and push you into places you do not want to see. It does say someone here doesn't want you to communicate with dead or even spirits, but at times you can't ignore it. And people want to see that you are blessed, but at times you want to curse yourself. It does say, I curse myself many times over, but I will never allow myself to be that way. Okay? And this could be a fire sign person. If not, it's someone that's ready to pray for all kinds of evil or demons in their mind, or even see things in the way of love, in the way they look at things, like in life. And when they're watching TV, or maybe when they're eating, drinking, in food, in their diet, in sexual pleasures, in taking care of themselves, they don't see good karma with that. or they do, but in the way that they want to, and they may mistreat themselves by doing this and taking on a bad idea in their mind. So watch out for this energy. If it's not you, it could be someone around you. Okay, just look after yourselves as best as you can. Okay, it does say you may want to move forward and control something this year, or have some type of ideas that you can believe in. Okay, so you do want to move forward with some, you know, ideas you can believe in. Some of you guys may want to become bosses this year, or managers this year. You could be praying to get, you know, to get ready, you know, to do those things, praying for those things, manifesting those things. Obviously, there's some currents there that are pushing you into negative energies, or making you feel like you're being dragged back a little bit, but you have to keep pushing your way forward. Okay. It does say you've communicated enough with spirit, and now you need to see that blessings come. So well done. You do see that you've got good karma, and you have to hold on to that. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. Anything else? It does say speaking to people from the past may not help. Even spirits, at times it's not easy, but sometimes people want to poke you with it. It says ignore them. Learn to listen to your tribe. You have an ancestral tribe that's helping you to ignore them. Try to listen to them and ignore them. Okay? So if you guys feel like you've got negative spirits that coming in your mind, or in your you know, coming in some way where you can feel them, all right, try to ignore them and listen to your ancestral guides. They're leading you back onto a path of good news. Okay. So it does say there's a victory, or there could be a mean man that wants to conquer you, or a child around you this year. It does say you have to protect yourself with your wealth and everything that you've got. Don't speak to the madman. It says a madman or a mad female is there in the new year, and it doesn't help you to believe you have good karma. You've got to wash away any sins that you have from the past, or people that have provoked you. You have to try to ignore them, or even bruise them and kill them off with venom. It does say you have a bad mood this year, and you will move past it as long as you stay in good communication with females that love you, or friends that love you. Possibly, if you don't have many of them, you have to try and create them, or really bruise your ego to make karma happen for yourself in good ways. So it's going to be a trying year for some of you guys that don't have enough love, don't have enough friends, and too many frenemies, because there's still kryptonite energy trying to bring you down. It does say you have to bless yourself though, and give yourself burden-free atmosphere. Talk less to people about bad news, and give yourself good karma and change your outcome. You will release yourself from bad news or mental stress that has come to you, or maybe even provoking you through friends, family members, or penalized energy through neighbors, or even courtesy offers from pick-on energy of foster carers, or people that want to know that they're getting the upper hand, people that are trying too hard to get from you, take from you, and don't want to see you. Ideally, in the foster care system, they have bad news right now. They want to know that they can hold on to people's children. They need money, so they may be trying to provoke others to get people's children. So be careful of that energy. Okay, right now there could be a shortage in money for those that are in the foster care system, and they want to know which children they're gonna get. You know, even if there's enough children in the world that are with their, you know, in their happy homes and in their parents. Think about it. People prey on people for all kind of different things, you know, good and bad. And I'm not saying that there isn't children in the world that need foster care, but maybe there's a shortage, okay, in the system for people that want to know that they're getting paid to take on people's children, and they're itching and they're itching and they're itching, looking for little children that they can pay their pockets with. So just be mindful of certain energies around you, okay? And then there's some people that are just praying to see certain friends or family relatives, you know, go in that direction. These fake friends, these enemies, these what you would call frenemies, because sometimes people don't know whether people are their real friend or not, you know, but sometimes you can tell if you just open up your eyes a little bit and say, see, I've been noticing this person's been doing things like this all this time, or, you know, I've noticed their attitude or their mood, because I notice, you know, there's a lot of people that will even go for tarot readings, or even notice that certain people have very narcissistic, you know, mental or horrible mentalities at time, or treat them some types of way, and still want to go and be their friend, still want to, you know, challenge the energies and say, well, you know, okay, this person's negative or nasty, this person doesn't want to really know me, this person doesn't really care about me, but when are we going to meet each other again? Are they going to want to see me next week? Or, are we going to meet up? Are we going to go out with each other next week? Hello, did you not just hear this person don't even give a two shit about you, but you still want to be in this person's company? Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to be mindful of certain people. Okay, all right, not everybody you can change, and not everybody you can keep hanging around and think it's going to be, you know, flowers and roses, because it might be just flowers and roses in your head and not in the reality of the situation. Okay, so let's see what's going on for the month of February. Before we move to the month of February, what's going on for work? A lot of people might be interested in knowing how money's flowing and work and stuff like that. Does say your money is going to be sporadic or even better than before. At times you will have good karma with your money, and at times your money will flow naturally, but in inklings, or maybe small amounts, or maybe even creatively. Or at times you have a job that's stable, but you do know that it's small money that you're getting. At times you do know you have floods loads of money, but maybe you realize that you have more to spend than you do to save. At times you will see that you have blessings, but curses are there to put you back a step if you're not careful. It does say judge which way you're going and how you can work towards blessing yourself with better news. Try to warn yourself to save and practice good karma from now to the Easter, or maybe even now to the month end. It does say you have blessings, so warn yourself not to save too much or too little, but at the same time save enough to say you have saved a little bit at a time. Okay, that's beautiful. And in regards to love this month, it does say many of you try to warn yourself that love is very much so needed, but it's not necessarily always there. It could be there in small amounts, but you do know your partner wants you and is there, or is not there, but you could be seeking one. Try to dress up, look nice and go out, or maybe even see people online. Try to tell yourself you will have talk sometimes, but not all the time. Sometimes you'll see people that are not your size, shape, or even your ideas, but you do know you have to take the time and see blessings come. So don't worry about love this month. October will bring blessings. Okay, so October's going to bring blessings for you guys. All right, let's see what's going on with the month of February, in the year of the snake. February. It does say you have to see blessings. Okay, I do see in the past you could have partnered up and kept a distance from your partner, or may not have saw them as much as you were willing to or wanted to, or maybe vice versa, your partner was doing this. It does say you have timed the situation to see your friends are still the same way. You do not see your person even if they are there. They are there, but they don't really want to be there, or they're there, but they don't really care to be there. They want to know they're there, but they can't understand why they need to see things from a point of view of bad mood. They're broke, or they're sad, or they're justifying people feeling brokenhearted or systematic in their mind about how they view things. So they try to communicate with all kind of different measures in their mind to communicate with enemies or energies or people in that nature. It does say many times over they've got things on their brain and want to know who you are or how you are, but don't want to communicate it. Distancing themselves is easy. It says they don't always want to know you, but they will know you at times when they need you. Okay, it's more easy for them to distance themselves. It does say some of you are going through hell with your partner, but some of you are going through gentle mental stresses, or maybe even having good news. At times you may part ways or see yourself moving forward more stronger, but you have to see yourself in a better mood. And it does say you will single yourself out in your mind at times, or see that you have blessings. At times you want to marry your partner, or see that the marriage is certainly going to be more stable. At times you've got to communicate this, or see that blessings come through. Many times a murderous atmosphere where you have to try and time a situation or play mind games. At times you will play mind games just to see your partner laugh at you or make fun of you. At times you may make fun of your partner, but you have to see that it's not always easy to bless your marriage with good news. It does say bad news is sometimes there for your marriage, or good news can come to your marriage, but at times you'll play mind games to get your marriage, and maybe even stay there in an unhappy marriage. You may see that blessings can come, or warn yourself that good news can come, but you have to try to warn yourself that you can have better news without the friends in your mind, or maybe even people in your mind to tell you off. You've got to give yourself blessings. No wonder burdens are there. It does say Aquarius energy is very burdensome with their marriage. At times they don't communicate very well, or they do see things from a narcissistic standpoint, but at times they can bruise themselves to not give themselves blessings. And when will they warn themselves that good news can come? When they see themselves through the eyes of a Scorpio, or even marry themselves in the idea of a medical health problem which they feel like they have. They don't have it, but they feel like they have it, because at times they don't know how to speak about things in the way the water signs do. Marrying someone, or maybe even seeing things the way the love life of a female fire sign or an earth sign. At times they have to marry each energy in their mind to see how they can support things and tarnish their mind games and pray that they have good news. But at times you will warn yourself to have good news regardless. Even if you're an Aquarius or not, you still have to marry the mind game of a Sagittarius, Aquarius, or a Scorpio to have good news. Okay. So you have to kind of like put all these different elements there to have good news in the relationship. Okay. It does say female energy is there in these energies, and you have to practice them to have better news. So there's feminine energy there, which will help the relationship to have better news. It does say sometimes you need a spiritual healer or tarot reader to let you know how to work with the enemies or the energies to get you past the situation, as folklore can come in all shapes, forms and sizes, or maybe even detailed information that you need to go deeper and understand. Okay. It does say you need to protect yourself and be confident in your love life, or in the company that you keep. Okay. And it does say, mind you want to see that blessings can come and eat good fruit of your labor. So you have to speak about it in good ways and be very mindful about who you marry. Okay. So be very mindful about who you marry. Anything else going on for the month of February? It does say family is going to be held on to in the back of your mind. It does say you have to take opportunities and hold on to some money, or maybe even savings, or maybe even practice the mind game of others stealing, taking, or maybe even taking revenge from others to get what you want. It doesn't say anything bad about taking advantage of you, though. You have to see blessings come to you. No matter what, people are going to tear you down anywhere you go, but you've got to take advantage of taking back what is yours. So some of you guys need to take back what is yours in the month of February. Maybe people have stolen from you. Maybe people haven't given you back your money in some type of way. Or maybe people are holding on too long to your belongings or your goods or whatever it is, and you need to take them back. Okay. It does say things could take its time or take a toll on your mind. When are you going to give? It does say you have to give at times, but you don't want to. So some of you guys need to give as well. Be more giving. Be more generous, okay? Because maybe you guys are taking too long to be generous in some type of way. And it does say you have to play along with certain things that you know you want. At times you want to be giving, but you know it's hard. And at times you want to play along and give so much that you don't even know where to start. At times you want to give, but you know you have to take your time and marry someone that's going to be giving, and also give them back in return too, and you will have good news. Okay, so got to be giving as well. Okay, but you also need to receive. That's why the first portion of that was you've got to take back some. So some of you guys need to be giving, and some of you guys need to be both, give and take, and some of you guys need to be taking. Okay, and that doesn't just mean in a loving relationship in regards to romantic relationships. Okay, that could just mean, you know, one with other people in general. Okay, anything else going on in the month of February? It does say you will have a lot of good news on your hands, holding on to many things at a time, seeing that you can practice good karma and warning yourself that you're working on things, doing great things in your mind, sending yourself back to yourself to say, I've accomplished a lot, or giving myself a lot, and dealing with a lot of demonic problems in my mind as I'm doing so, because people want to tear me down. But it does say many times over you'll see that spirits are not going to be bothering you, and it does say you have blessed yourself enough to see that blessings can come to you, and warn yourself that you did it again, that you've tried to warn yourself that blessings can come, and you'll hold on to those blessings. Okay, so you will see blessings as long as you hold on to them blessings. Okay, and hold on to prayers, things inside you that you want to see as a good outcome without others spiritually destroying. Okay, take care of your mental health as well. Okay, take care of your mental health. It does say many times you know that you've been lying about it, or you have been giving yourself enough time to see you've got better news with your mental health. It does say you struggle with it. At times you don't want to, but you realize people will provoke it. And it does say many times over, if you've seen yourself give yourself bad news through many times over ignorance, because you do smoke, or you do drink, or you do alcohol, or you have drugs, many times over you may not want to use them. So some of you guys may be letting go of alcohol or drugs, or maybe even things that you've taken in regards to smoking, drinking, or doing too much of. You may even want to change your path this month, and you may even want to see that you're looking better in yourself, smelling good, taking care of your family, and doing very good in your mind about it. Okay, in your mind about it. Okay, that can also transform to your reality. So, you know, don't let anyone hinder you or keep you stuck just thinking about it in the mind. Make sure you can actually move forward with them things. Let's see, is there any hindrance of any shape or form? It does say, mind you, ideas are there, or people that want to control their manhood or their company to do no harm, but always want to struggle in the brain to harm your brain, or maybe even control yours with their misto energy, magic. At times people may use magic to practice voodoo on you or witchcraft. So make sure you pay attention to things that you can control, and make sure you look forward to blessings in your mind on how you control things. Sometimes you don't know how to practice voodoo, but you do know spirit is there in you, and there's also spirit telling you that you have Jesus or God. It does say many times over you have to see blessings come through the church, or maybe even through your marriage or your partnerships. At times you can see it through your friends or your enemies, but sometimes you have to use what you have to deal with it the way you need to, or the way you deem necessary. Okay, so it's still quite a bit of challenges there, but you've got to stay on path. Okay, stay strong. All right, anything else going on in the month of February? It does say you have to be silent as well. Don't speak about too many things that you are doing. Make sure you take opportunities up in your mind. Still, the ideas from others is what's needed in the month of February, or taking advantage of other people's minds. Look into their spirits and tell them that they're not having anything but good karma, but also take the time to look into how you can lend time to them. Give them dished out energy of good news. Bad news is also dealt with in this month, so be careful. But you could also take someone's spell and use it, or someone's spirit and use it, or maybe even see that you haven't given enough to someone and pay them off. Give them good karma with their minds as well. Teach them a thing or two about blessings and not hard times. Also, giving them hard times is not easy, but some of you guys may dish out hard times for generous people that have been helping you. And it does say many times over, if you're not careful, you can give hard times to many people as well, but you don't want to give hard times to anyone. So you could at times want to give yourself good news and not see any blessings as no one says you've got good news to give yourself. But at times you can give yourself good news if you don't see the bad news come and attack you or report you or give you problems. And it does say people have been picking on people for nothing or mental stress or laughing stock evil, and want to pray that someone has left the lifestyle of good karma and can't stop thinking about that. Okay, be careful of an earth energy or an air energy. Okay, that could be doing this. Could be fire sign energy as well, but I'm also seeing earth or air energy. Water energy is walking away from this, but at times they may rush in and practice this when they feel like they need to do something to get some time alone to pick on themselves while they move forward to blessing themselves. At times it's because someone has picked on them, but sometimes they do it sporadically in order to pick on the universe to say, look, I am changing, but I'm not sure which way to go about it. Can you help me? Okay, so sometimes it can be accidental as well. It does say blessings can come to you when you challenge the air. Look forward to challenging the air and look forward to blessings coming your way. In the nighttime, you'll see a blame energy for you with someone that keeps cursing you. She does know she likes to see herself in a bad mood. She could have a J in her name, and it does say she's bruised at this time and wants to judge you. Okay, so be careful of someone with a J in their name. They're bruised and they like to judge you. Okay. Does say make a decision to walk away from rushing towards this person as well. Maybe some of you guys have already. Okay. Anything else? Doesn't say anything set in stone, but marriage is on the mind of another female that wants you to see that blessings can come to you through the mindset of hers. She doesn't know how to support hers, but she wants to see you in the way that she has hers. It does say she has blessings in her mind about it, but it doesn't say you will mimic hers, as you feel like she's a liar, and she wants to well done the energy in your mind to say that she is, because she realizes that she's no good in a marriage. But she realized she does have blessings in her mind that she caught herself saying to herself and can't communicate anymore than lies, and still says that wants you to see the blessings that have come to you through her marriage, which are time and time again. It says she knows that she has communicated with bad news and wants to pick on you with those energies, but she doesn't see any good mind games to play you with. She's got mental problems or even necessarily good karma at times to give you when it's really needed, but sometimes the support systems can't be good for you. And it does say she wonders if she can provoke you with this and does want to kryptonite you and pick on you, but it does say you have to blame yourself if you try to push yourself in the energies of hers. Try to warn yourself to keep moving forward, not into her mind, but into the reality of your own, as she's always there trying to pick on your mood. She will continue to pick on it as the air energy in her tells her to stop, but she continues. So just be careful of this constant attack with this female energy. Okay, there's a particular type of female energy, and it does say she is challenged with whether or not she sees schooling as a problem, or maybe even seeing that blessings could come to her instead of anyone else. It does say she doesn't know who she is, but stable lifestyle is not hers, and she can't get it, but she will provoke yours to get her own stable life in her mind to say she's happy to see yours disabled or distable. Okay, it's like she wants you to have an unstable lifestyle the way you see fit and you see it good for yourself, and it makes her life feel stable doing that if she sees yours unstable. But it does say she moves forward with a bad mood and a bad spirit, and her demons are there to attack you. But it does say she attacks herself constantly, wondering if it's going to work. Okay, she will not be torn down, but she will be rooted out in her brain with bad news. She could also be picked on through bad jealousy or maybe mental health of people's, but can't be picked on through marriage or enemy energy. She has to be picked on through laughing stock measures. And many times over, there's not enough time to give her good karma with bad news. It does say she knows why. She's always picked on, and she wants to be picked on, but she likes being picked on, and she'll pick on you. You see, that's a very dangerous spirit. When someone likes being picked on and then they want to continuously pick on you as well, like, how do you get out of that type of energy? It's very bad. So like it says in your reading, some of you guys may need to deal with, special healers or people that can practice tarot cards, or maybe even looking deeper into situations, maybe even looking at astrology, things that can help you. Maybe even go into therapy or therapists or counselors, that can help you deal with certain other people's mischievous spirits. Some of them, may have a serious case of ADHD, or maybe an autism type of energy, or narcissistic behavior, and you may not understand it on the level that maybe certain professionals do. So you may need to go to certain professionals to understand who it is that you're up against, or who you're dealing with that keeps wanting to tear your life down. Okay, but let's move on anyway. Let's see, anything else for work in the month of February. It does say work is going to be blessed, but not very good for you. And it does say blessings can come when you move past your enemies. Okay. It does say work can be very generous at times, so you have to support that and give yourself better news. Try and warn yourself that you are practicing good karma in your mind and then in your reality. Give yourself many jobs if you can try, and also warn yourself that you are trying. And it doesn't say it's easy, but people are provoking you not to have jobs and lying to you that you're going to have a job. So be careful of this energy and mimic your own mind. You did it. You have to practice giving yourself a job, then try to work on business and give yourself better news with this. Even though it says problems are there too, you can practice having better news with this in your mind, knowing that you are working. Even when sporadic money starts coming in, it will start coming in flood loads and abundance in the next year, or even in a week from now, depending on what it is you time, or even what it is that you say, or how you say it, or how you do it. It does say you have to pray to God that you have good karma, so keep praying and look in the mind of justice and say, I did it, I worked on it, but I'm not getting good news all the time. I'm just trying to make sure I've got good news, and I will war with it until I get it. Okay, so some of you guys, may need to go, like I said, to a professional to talk about work and business, because we're still, in the times of hard times. Some of you guys may need to have a work coach, a life coach, or tarot reader, or an astrologer, or whoever you can have to help you, maybe a mentor, or business professional, or an advisor, consultant, okay, or maybe even look into certain people that can recruit you. All right, but try to get the help that you need. Okay, some of you guys have got really good ideas as well, so I know you're on the right path, and you may still feel like, oh, things are a bit slow or sluggish or struggling, but you'll get there. And it's asking you to pray as well. Really pray so you can get good karma from the things that you are putting in and wanting to see good outcomes. Okay, so keep praying, keep praying, keep praying, keep praying. Okay, keep seeking good karma. Okay, so, and protect yourself from those kryptonite energies of people that like to bring other people down. Okay, right, let's see what's going on with the month of March. What's going on in the month of March for the year of the snake? Miss Mind Game. I wanted to know where you are. I miss you. So someone could miss you. Okay, it does say you have evil in your mind at times to talk to me. I want to know why I keep hearing your name. So someone keeps getting premonition about your name, or maybe even having dreams about you and your name. It does say blessings can come when you warn yourself that snake energy is not always going to be easy, but it will give you good karma. And it doesn't say you have bad news. Overall, you've tried to warn yourself. You're not a snake, but you see snake energy, and you see people that could have snake energy. It does say blessings can come through a man who doesn't know how to speak to you, but wants to know he's married in his mind about the way you see things. and wants to know that he marries you. He doesn't know how to support you, but he's stubborn, and he wants to know if he can take you back. He realizes he can't get to you, but he wants to know if you want him, you'll have to marry someone else to realize you've got good karma. And it does say you have blessings without him. At times you don't know how to take him back, but you realize you want him back. At times you don't want him back, but he realizes he wants you back and can't speak to you. He may see you and not want to see you, but he may want to see you, and at times he doesn't know how. He may want to forge his way into your mind through animated emails, text messages, or people that are in his head pretending to be others. He doesn't know how to support them, and he tries to warn himself to bring people back from the past with his mind. His spirit is telling him off that he shouldn't answer the prayers of his through cloning others' minds to get what he wants with your mind. He tries to do this with many tactics of demons or spirits in his brain that he calls upon spiritually to get your mind's attention. He doesn't know how to bring people back from the past, but he does know how to get people in your mind. And he warns himself, stop doing this because it harms people or scares them. But he doesn't know how to stop. He realizes he's got good news from this because he wants to harm you or scare you, but he doesn't know how to tame his mind to get good karma with a female that loves you more than you love yourself. He says, I'm warning you, you'll have a gay relationship if you're not going to marry me. He does know that he's batty man or gay, and he realized this through a feminine energy in his past. He does know a female is telling him off. As this man doesn't know how to speak to him, he wants to know that a gay woman or man is going to come to you, or gay woman or man is going to come to you and only you, as he doesn't want to know he's gay. He realizes he's gay, but he doesn't want you to know he's gay. And he's also praying that he could be a good man to you. He doesn't know how, but he could be a demon spirit that's gay, and he can't move past it. Okay. Oof, that was a lot. See, some of you guys are dealing with someone that doesn't want to admit that they're gay, or they have admitted they're gay, but they don't really want you, but they want to move past the gay energy in them so that they can have you, but they don't know how to do that. And they've dealt with other females in the past, but don't know how to, challenge the energies within them to move past some type of gay energy that they have, that they either want to be or don't want to be or don't want to admit. Okay, so I want to dare myself to come back to you and marry you, but I can't if I know that I'm going to be gay. I realize I'm gay, but I just don't know how to say it. I am gay, but I'm not gay in the way you think. I just war with myself and tell myself I'm gay, but I don't think I'm gay. I realize I'm tormenting my mind. I could be gay, but I can't tell if I'm gay if I don't fancy men. Yeah, because this person's probably misogynistic and doesn't probably understand what that means. You know, when someone hates women, okay? And some women hate men, okay? All right? And maybe that's why he's saying that, you should go off to be in a lesbian relationship for some of you guys. All right? If some of you guys hate men, but some of you guys don't actually hate the opposite sex. Some of you guys have had bad experiences with the opposite sex and maybe left traumatized. This could even stem from things in your family, in your genes, where a father or a mother have had bad relationships, and something inside of you is still telling you to fight outside of the energies that your father and mother had, in a way where they've passed it on to you to keep fighting. So now if someone's fighting, letting off gas, all right, just keep fighting in life, okay? But it does say that some of you guys may even pass wind and let go of the enemies inside of you. And it does say many of you are dealing with energies inside you that are telling you to fart on people. Figure that out. It does say some of you want to fart on people, shit on them or harm them. And it does say your mental health will tell you to fart on people or harm them in your mind by shitting on them or telling them off in your brain and not telling them off in your reality. So if you fart sometimes and not realize you're farting at the same time as someone is telling you off, you're giving them the hint that you would never want to marry them or even see them, or you would never want to deal with them. You just shit on them and tell them to go away. And it does say bad news can come to you or a family member, but people always do this. It does say, I'm tired of warning you. I needed to speak to you at times, but I don't want to see you. And it does say the idea of a man, you having one, makes me evil inside my head. I wouldn't want to hear that you're married, but I hear that you're married now. What happens then? It does say a necessary victim mentality could come to you, and I wouldn't want to hear it. It does say blaming her is not going to be easy, but there is a negative spirit or a family member, a tried out mind game, because it does say she never wants to be seen, but she wants to be heard. And she also does the same thing. She also picks on people in her mind and says, you will become me. You're going to be me. And I never want you to see me, but you're going to become me. One day you'll never have a man. You'll never have marriage. You'll never have love, but you'll always be my mind. You'll never have good news, and you're always going to be negative. And she could be a fire sign person. Could be a water sign or a Virgo, or this person could be picking on the Virgo or the water sign, and it's a fire sign. Okay, it does say blessings can come when you see this fool. She does know that she's hiding and looking forward to blessings come through her mind. She doesn't know if family members like her, but she realizes that she should probably mean well to herself and move on. She's trying to warn you that there's a bad spirit in her and a family member that you know. She does know that she is causing concern with herself and the nine-mindedness of her and another family member, which could be a water sign man or female, and it could be a negative spirit of a Cancerian. It does say even if she's not a family member, she's a Cancerian that wants to know that you're time in a situation to have bad news. She doesn't like you, but she wants to see you in a bad way. And it does say when she does know that she's got karma with you in a bad way, she wants to sporadically come out of the hiding place that she fell into and never returned. She also realizes she's got cards, or she's looking into bad news to look at you through friends, family members, people, or maybe even planetary custodies. She does know that people will try and warn you that bad news is coming, and she wants to bring bad news this year. Okay, so be careful of this person. There's a Cancerian person. Okay, I'm also hearing it could be a man as well. There's justice given to a man, which is an air sign or a fire sign man. He doesn't know how to support you, but he may pick on you. And it does say some of you are going through detrimental mental health, just trying to get yourself free from problems of people. It does say treason is there, or teasing is there, or even sentimental values of people beginning with the R or the word T. Okay, I'm also hearing someone's name as well. I'm not going to say any names on this platform today, okay? It does say there is bad news with this woman. She also knows that she's got good karma with me. I know you, and I want to see you in a bad way, but I'm not going to pick on you, though. I realize you're very good at what you do. You don't need to speak to me. It does say when you speak to me, you know that I am blessed, and I will give you the blessings if you pee off and move on. I'm not going to tell you again. You'll be picked on by me. I will send you back to where you came from. Remember who you are. And it does say Scorpio energy can pick on you, mostly if you evilly give them good news in their mind to pick on you. They will get their good news in their mind about it and see that you are no longer going to have good karma in your brain about it. Like you will be dying in your brain about it. Like death will come to you in your brain about it. You will no longer want to see bad news come to your brain in regards to Scorpio's energy being pushed off the planet or harmed in some type of way. Okay, because it harms you. And it does say it will demonize you all the time. And it will probably give you bad news, as the man here doesn't want to see himself harmed. He has to harm the woman, but at times if he harms the woman, he is detrimental to his mental health, and death spells could come to him in his brain to harm the female. And it does say he harms himself way more than he harms the female. So at times, even if he harms the female, he's going to have better news, lying that he never harmed the female, and then realize that he's harmed her by bringing her down to her knees and justifying that he had better news in his mind to lie. When he doesn't, he realizes he has to start all over again to subject himself to problems like fraud or even mental health, or even dying in his mind of jealousy or evil or bad moods or spirits. He gets cursed and he curses himself, whether he likes it or not. He's saying hello and he wants to talk to you this morning, this evening, or this afternoon as you hear this reading, but he's not going to come. He will speak to you about a child or even a mother, but he can't understand why he's demonizing his thoughts so much for the female he wants to harm. Wow. Anything else going on in the month of March? So he's still hanging around right now, but it looks like he could be, you know, gearing up for March in some type of way, for something. I don't know what, but let's see. Anything else for March? March is going to be a better time overall. It's sex and pleasure and good karma. And it does say decisions are there for you to see that you're not going to have good news. But at times you will have blessed news if you move past demonstrating that you can see that blame is there. And it does say warning. If you want to see bad news so much, why don't you look for her? It does say a man wants to see you and he can't find you anywhere. He wants to know if he can find you in a female mind. Not your family, but someone else's mindset. He's looking at you in a family member's mindset of his own, his mother, his father, and his family members, people around him, but he's picking on where he can go to find you. Okay, could be an air sign man, or it could be a Pisces man here. We also got Libra. Okay, maybe even a Scorpio man as well. All right. It does say this man doesn't want to know that he's coming back to you. He also wants to see why he has to stay away, but he doesn't want to see if he can come forward in a nice way.